Come on out here. Just come on out for me.
What you mean, come on?
Just come on out of the house, please.
I got on my drawers.
Come on out of the house, okay?
What am I gotta record this shit. Y'all crazy as hell. Hold on.
Turn around. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Turn around for what?
Put your hands behind your back and get down on your knees.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is ID Israel, former police officer, former sheriff's deputy. This video was sent to me by a viewer. It initially aired on the YouTube channel Tony the Closer. If you have not subscribed to his channel, make sure you show support and go and do so. So imagine this. You're just in your bed taking a nap in the middle of the day, and the next thing you know, the police department is at your front door with guns drawn, making you walk out in your underwear. I already know how most of you will feel. Let's jump right into this video.
You're inside, make yourself known! Hey, Raleigh, can you just hold the channel real quick? Hey, come on out with your hands up! Just okay, alright, just come on out. You got a firearm in your hand? Yeah. Drop the gun, drop the gun. Okay, come on out here.
Come on out.
Come on out here. Just come on out for me.
What you mean, come on?
Just come on out of the house, please.
I got on my drawers.
Come on out of the house, okay?
What am I gotta record this shit. Y'all crazy as hell. Hold on.
Turn around. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Turn around for what?
Put your hands behind your back and get down on your knees.
For what?
Put your hand, turn around, put your hand behind your back and get down on your knees.
For what?
Turn around and face away from me.
I got on drawers. You gotta call your
Put your
supervisor.
hand, they're on the way. Just put your hands behind
For
your
what?
back. Got a 4-4 alarm here. I got open door. I'm trying to make sure.
I just talked to the alarm people.
Okay.
I just talked to the alarm
We'll
people.
sort that out, okay? Now just put your hands behind your back.
Yo. This shit is crazy.
Now, here's the thing. Am I 100% against what the police officer is doing right now? No. But before you lose your mind, let me explain why. Because if it's my house or if it's your house and someone really was inside burglarizing the house, I want the police to show up and do what they're really supposed to be doing. And that's their job. So I'm not against what's happening right now of him thinking that maybe someone's inside burglarizing the house. But here's the problem that I have. This guy said, he just told him, I'm in the bed. I was asleep. I don't know if you guys heard that, but he stated that he was asleep. He comes downstairs in his underwear. I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I've never seen it that, you know, people go around burglarizing homes in their underwear. Just not likely, right? So at this point, all he has to do is identify this person here. Now, you might be like, well, what crime did he commit? True, he did not. But remember, as a homeowner, you sign up for these services. If my alarm goes off, I want the police to come to my house, and I will willingly give them my ID because I chose to do so. Not because I was suspected of committing a crime, but because I want them to make sure no one's breaking in my home while I'm not home myself. So therefore, in this particular situation, I've had many. In our department, we call them 1090s. So I've had many 1090s. That's when the alarm goes off. We have to go out and check it out. I go up. I hear the alarm. Most cases, a lot of the homeowners, they know you're coming. They meet you at the front door. And this one's different. So they meet you at the front door, and hey, ma'am, sir, your alarm is going off, as you obviously know. And they will automatically they show you their ID, right? And so problem solved. Now this guy's downstairs in his underwear, so obviously he doesn't have his ID with him. So what's the next best thing? What's your name and date of birth? And if he's willing to give it to you, you go and then, you know, check it out, and we can get past this whole thing. And guess what? No cuffs. No one has to have a possibility of being shot, you know. But well, I'll let the rest of this play out, and I'll tell you how we handle the situations further. other than, you know, what they're doing right now. And this is completely ridiculous. Again, do your job, but know how to do your job.
Okay, just have a seat right here, okay? Just have a seat. Then you guys can run 1040. Just have a seat. What is your name?
My name is Kahoon.
Okay. Do you live here?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have an ID?
Yep.
So like I said, I got a call here for a 4-4 alarm, right? So I come here, the door's unlocked, right? I make announcements, no one answers.
I can't hear you.
Okay, I made several announcements, no one heard me.
Asleep, I can't hear you.
Just listen to me, okay? I made several announcements, right? Okay? So then you come down the stairs, you got something in your hand, you tell me it's a fire alarm.
I'm a club owner. People try to rob you every day.
I get that, okay? Well, I'm giving you orders. Okay, you put the gun down. I'm just trying to figure out whether you're supposed to be here or not, okay?
I got on drawers, bro. How the fuck you mean I'm not supposed to be here?
I understand that, okay? So I'm just trying to figure out who you are, all right? And whether you're supposed to be here or not.
That's not the point,
Okay.
bro.
All right, just have a seat for me, okay?
This shit is the craziest shit ever.
This is my supervisor. This is Sergeant Bracey. Sergeant Bracey, I made several announcements when I first got here. There were no answers, okay? And then about 5 minutes later, I gave another announcement. He said, I'm inside. I gave him commands to come to the front. He came down the stairwell. He had a firearm in his hand.
Of course.
Okay, I told him to drop the firearm. He dropped the firearm.
You can release the channel, right?
I told him to then walk this way and turn around and put his hands behind his back. He didn't want to do that at first.
I'm at home, bro. Y'all killing people these days. I'm at home. I ain't bothered nobody. I stay in the house so I don't have to bother nobody. I'm a business owner. I see somebody coming to my door. Of course I'm gonna come down with a firearm. You talking about come outside? You know
Have a seat.
And it's
Have a
I
seat.
got neighbors outside.
Have a seat.
What is the
Because we're
problem?
going to clear the rest of the house. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Bro, how do y'all come to somebody's house to do this?
Have a seat.
What have I done
Put him
wrong?
in the car.
All right, come on. Let's
I
go.
haven't done nothing
Let's
wrong.
go. Let's go. Step out.
Okay, so now he's being humiliated by him being forced to go outside in his underwear. That's one thing. Okay, if you heard the sergeant say, hey, clear the channel, what happens in those situations when it's an emergency? All radio traffic is supposed to cease, and only the person at the scene of the emergency is supposed to be talking over the radio. So they declared this as emergency. That's why he had to clear the channel. So here's another problem, that this is not how you respond to what we call a 1090, and I think they called it a 44, if I caught that correctly. He's there. He's sitting on or standing in front of two officers. It's as simple as, do you live here? What is your name? What is your date of birth? Yeah, in this situation, I get it. You guys may be like, hey, well, I didn't commit a crime. But remember, homeowners sign up for this service. Like, again, if it's me, I want the police to show up. I've showed up on 1090s or burglar alarms, and the homeowner answers the door before I can even ring the doorbell. Hey, ma'am, sir, you okay? And at the same time, I'm looking around them, not to commit some type of a search or anything, but in certain situations, you don't know if somebody's standing behind them with a gun saying, hey, tell the cops you're fine. You know, so I'm just trying to read their facial expressions to make sure they're really okay, and make sure no one's forcing them to do anything. If they tell me they're okay and I can verify that that's their home, then I leave. It's not, it's not that big of a deal. This cop, instead of saying, hey, what's your name, and verifying that this is this man's home, he just wants to walk through the house. We're going to clear the house. We're about to take out our guns and walk through the house, when it's as simple as, what is your name, your date of birth? Okay, we can look it up, run his name in the computer. His picture is going to pop up if he has a state ID. Oh, yes, this is the homeowner. Guys, let's get out of here. He says it's fine. All right? And we're actually going to kind of see that a little bit later on. But the sergeant shows up with a piss poor attitude, as we see.
Bro, I haven't done nothing wrong.
Let's go. Step outside.
Sir?
We're not to grab the gun.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Second Amendment, it's his right. He can answer the door with the gun. Hey, just a side note. I always answer my door with my gun. I don't care if it's the mailman. It could be the milkman. I always have my gun with me. So it's my right. It's your right. So that's not a reason or an additional reason to cuff him and take him out and embarrass him in his underwear. Okay? The cop told him to drop the gun. He complied. What else can he do? Burglars don't burglarize homes in their underwear. At least I've never seen it. Maybe they do, but I've never seen it.
So here's the deal. The burglar alarm's going off. We don't know who he is. The burglar alarm's been going off. He should have already canceled it if he was a homeowner. We're going to clear it and make sure nobody's hurt. And then we'll go from there. We'll ID him and go from there.
Okay.
Justification. Please understand that they are, as I stated in the last video and also in previous videos, they are setting up their justification of why they're doing what they're doing. We're going to clear the house, then ID him. Wait, can we just ID him to see if it's really his home? And then we don't have to violate his rights and invade his privacy? Why are they doing it backwards? But yet, this is all justification. You heard him tell the first officer, and then when the others walk up, he's going to tell the story again. If you really believe you're doing the right thing, hey, let's clear the home, make sure no one's in here, make sure everyone's safe. I don't have to tell you, whoa, the burglar alarm was going off. I don't have to set up a story. And also, I've gone out to homes where the burglar alarm went off, and it went off again and again. It was just an issue with the alarm. That doesn't mean someone was breaking in. It's called just a little bit of an investigation. That's all has to be done here. Don't get it. That's all that has to be done.
Alright, here's what we're going to do. Burglar alarm's been going off for a long time. He should have canceled the alarm if he was a homeowner. He comes down, he won't drop a gun for him, he won't comply with his demands. That's unusual. We're going to clear the residence, make sure nobody's hurt. Make sure he's not a burglar.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody they need to come on out.
Sergeant Bracy, Beaton, Scooter, we need to come on out.
This is the homeowner.
Okay.
He is saying there's been no break-in,
Okay.
and he does not need us to clear the house.
Okay.
So we're going to leave.
Okay. So here's the concern. Let me explain to you why I did what I did, sir. The burglar alarm's been going off for quite some time. Okay? And quite in our experience, the homeowner turns off the burglar alarm if they're there. So when we get to a burglar alarm and the door's open, and it's been 15 or so minutes the burglar alarm's been going off, that's very unusual. And it usually means that there's a burglar inside when we contact somebody, especially that somebody has a gun. So at that point, we made the decision to make sure nobody was hurt. Sergeant Battles confirmed that you're the homeowner. So if you want us to leave, we're going to leave. You got any questions?
I'm gonna let you do the both, man. That's crazy.
Now, as we see the last officer, he shows up and he does exactly what I stated that I would have done. Let's identify this guy first. And if it's really him, we know he's a homeowner, so there's no reason for us to invade his privacy. And it's hard to hear what he's saying there at the end, the homeowner, but he's actually thanking the last cop that showed up because the last cop actually did his job. He was acting more reasonable than everyone else. The other guys, or the first sergeant, really wanted to just search the home of this guy. This video was sent to me just to get my thoughts and reactions to it, so I wanted to review it with you guys. I don't know the follow-up at this point, but I will be looking for it. Hopefully there's a complaint filed or something done about this injustice. But make sure you always know your rights, so when these things happen, we know how to take care of them. With that being said, We the People University, signing off. Thank you for joining We the People University. If you have a video you would like us to share, please click the link in the video description. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so that you may be notified when we publish future videos. Also, don't forget to download Cancel Tyranny version 2 and learn your basic rights when there is no time to Google. Available now on Apple and Android. And if you ever wondered about what really happens behind the scenes within the police department, check out my other channel titled Cop Tales 236 to hear all of my stories about my time and experience while working as a cop. We look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you for your support.